What is going on, everybody? In today's video, I'm going to be looking at the Packers 2020 season and where I think they'll finish in the NFC North. I'm going to go through each team and sort of do a small overview of what they've done in the offseason and basically where I think each team will finish for the season with a specific look on the Packers. But if you guys are new to this channel, well, welcome. My name is Luke Beller, and I'm a huge Packers fan, as you can tell from my memorabilia in the background. As you can tell, go Pack, go, baby. If you're a Packers fan, comment in the comments below. Let's connect with each other, okay? Why not? But basically on this channel, I'm a huge Packers fan, so I talk a lot about the Packers, fantasy football as well at times. So if you're interested in any of those things, feel free to subscribe. I'd be happy to have you. So in today's video, let's start by taking a look at last season. Last season, if we look at the NFC North standings, the Packers finished at first, just like it should be, 13-3. Great job, Packers. Go Pack, go. The Vikings were the second team with a 10-6 record. The Bears were third at 8-8, and the Lions were fourth with a great record of 3-12-1. That's really how you do it. Good job, Lions. But also last year, if we look at the Packers division games, we were undefeated. There were lots of close games, some games decided by one score, but when I was looking back, we beat the Bears first game 10-3. The Vikings 21-16. The Lions 23-22, a close one. The Bears again 21-13. The Vikings 23-10 against the Lions 23-20. So I mean, we basically destroyed our division. We finished at the top like the Packers should. But obviously there were lots of close games, and so hopefully this year, in all these close games, we can have the same result. Because last season the Packers had so many close games, you guys probably remember. But we were able to come out on top. So hopefully, we still have that clutch gene inside of us. The Packers are known for Aaron Rodgers with his miraculous plays, and so hopefully we can keep that up next year. But right now, if you look at the Vegas odds from some different sites, of course there's so many different betting sites, but I was like, why not check what these experts are doing? Because it's sort of in their best interest to give the most accurate predictions, because their sort of business and money relies on it, and they have some good information. So the top right now at this one sports book, I don't know which one it is, but the Packers were favored first to win the NFC North with odds of plus 158. The Vikings were second with odds of plus 171. The Bears, Lions not third. The Bears at third with plus 349, and the Lions in last with 663. Sorry, Lions. But basically, if we look at that, the Packers and Vikings are pretty close to each other, and lots of other sports books had them as basically almost even. So it seems that the majority of people think that the Packers and Vikings are similarly matched. I particularly think the Packers are better than the Vikings, but I think that most Packers fans would feel this way. We're not biased at all. We just know the Packers are the best. That's just sort of how it goes. But those are the odds for those sports books. So let's take a look at each team and sort of see where I think they'll finish. I pretty much think these odds are pretty right. I think the Packers will finish in first, obviously. I think the Vikings will finish second. I think they have a solid team, as I'll discuss in a second. I think the Lions will finish fourth, Bears third. If we sort of look at the Lions, last season the reason they went 3-12-1, they had such a bad year is because Matthew Stafford got injured. So this year he should be coming back. He should be healthy. If he can stay healthy, I think they'll do much better than last season. It's not that hard to be better than 3-12. And they also picked some guys in the draft that I think should do well. They picked they had the third pick in the draft. They picked the cornerback from Ohio State, Jeff Okudah, I think that's how you say it. In the second round, they drafted a good running back, DeAndre Swift, who should challenge Kenyon Johnson for the starting role. So they've definitely, I think, made some improvements, and with Stafford back and healthy, they should be a better team coming into the 2020 season, but I still think that they'll finish last with what they have on their current roster. So in third place, I think the Bears will finish in third place. So if we look a little bit back, the Bears were actually at plus 400 on lots of these sports books, which is interesting, but when they added Nick Foles to their team with a trade with the Jaguars, and they added Robert Quinn and Jimmy Graham, their odds sort of moved up. So obviously, those were improvements to their team. So we'll see if Mitch Trubisky can keep that starting role. It seems a lot of people think that he's not going to be able to keep it, and that Nick Foles will come in and take the job. And so I guess he's better than Trubisky. I guess we will see this season. But sort of with what they have, I think that they will finish above the Lions, but behind the Vikings and the Packers. The Bears' defense is solid. Last year, they finished with fourth in points allowed in 2019. And so obviously that's one of their strong suits. But as an overall team, I don't think that they're the best. I feel like they could finish with a middle of the road 7-9, 8-8 record. But that's what I sort of think about the Bears. And then I think the Vikings have made lots of improvements. Their team is a lot better than last year, I think. I mean, at least somewhat better. Okay. You know, last year they ended up, you know, with a wild card berth. They beat the Saints 26-20 in overtime in the wild card game, and then they lost to the 49ers, just as we did as well. You know, our look against the 49ers has not been good in last year, in the past. So I'm praying that we can figure the 49ers out and, you know, finally figure that out. That would really be nice if we could figure that out. But anyways, the Vikings drafted wide receiver Justin Jefferson at number 22. Lots of Packers wanted that guy. Packers fans, that is to say. You know, I myself wish we'd gotten some receivers. Unfortunately, we don't, but that obviously means that I think the Packers have faith in their receiving core, and, you know, they probably know best. They probably know better than, you know, everyone else, most likely. So with Justin Jefferson, you know, he's basically replacing Stephon Diggs, if you could look at it that way, because they lost Diggs, which is, you know, I think somewhat big blow to them, but they still have Adam Thielen. They still have a solid offense with Kirk Cousins, Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook. But I think they have a pretty solid team. I think it'll definitely be, you know, good battle whenever the Packers do play them. So that's basically what I think about the Vikings. But I think the Packers are still going to finish at the top with Aaron Rodgers. You know, you can't go wrong when you have Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback on your team. But also with some of the offseason moves, I think the Packers have still sort of stayed at a similar level to where they were last year. You know, we lost Blake Martinez, but we have Christian Kirksey coming in here. He played with the Browns from, I believe, I think he came in the league in 2014, and he was with them all the way until last season. In the past 3 years, he was actually the captain of, or one of the captains of the Browns. So I think that he's going to bring some like solid leadership into this Packers team. I'm a solid veteran who can really, you know, play football well. And so I think that he is going to be a good player, good addition, help fill the role of Blake Martinez. I'm not sure how good he is exactly compared to Blake Martinez, but I guess we'll see this season. But I think that will be a good addition. And also the fact that this is LaFleur, sometimes it's hard to say his name. It's his second year with Aaron Rodgers, so there could be some improvement in that area, you know, because when someone comes in their first year, people have to get used to the situation, sort of how things are going and things of that sort. So the fact that it's his second year, people might settle in a little bit more, so maybe we could see some improvement in that area because of that. I think that would just sort of make logical sense that would happen. So I think that will be good for the Packers this season. I think that we're going to have a great season. I think we'll finish at 11-5. That's my prediction from the a video I did. I'll drop it down below if you haven't seen it yet. But it was basically my, I looked at the schedule and that was sort of my prediction. Trying to be unbiased, you know, but I think we'll have to be at least solid 11-5. I guess we'll see at the end of the season how that goes. But we do have some tough matchups against some really great teams, especially in like the front half of our schedule. But if we can play well in those games, I think that, you know, we can be a solid team and still, you know, do well in the playoffs and, you know, have a chance at that Super Bowl. But that's basically my thoughts of this NFC North and sort of what my opinions are for this. So feel free to let me know down below what you guys think. If there's something you disagree with, let me know why. I love hearing different people's opinions, different sort of perspectives. I am a Packers fan, so if you're a Packers fan, why not subscribe? Why not, you know, link arms with me, link arms with the channel. You know, Packers fans gotta unite and stay together. And so if you guys enjoyed this video, I would love if you'd like it down below. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. But that's gonna be all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next one.